ArgentumLunae.
You begin to annoy me.
Fight!
In the bottom left of Proxima Station, in pink, coming back for vengeance, it is MidnaKong. And his opponent, the colossal beast, going up against Montoya. He killed his father, and he is prepared to die. It is DragonToss. I always forget the name. I did not actually watch that movie, I just know the reference. And MidnaKong starting out with a hatchery first, so it seems. There it is. Against the gateway first of DragonToss. But probe coming out. Probe coming to scout base. Will MidnaKong assume the worst? The worst being a cannon rush. Bull coming down. The probe is being hounded by this little drone. And if ever a pylon will be put behind here, it will immediately get shut down. But all the gases are being taken, which for a Zerg does not actually matter that much, because you're going to get Lings out and kill those quick enough before you actually need all that gas. The probe returning home, whilst the cybernetic score is being built before the Nexus. So this is not going to be a massive macro game, as DragonToss has tried to achieve in the last two matches he played. Queens coming out, double queens. These will instantly start working away at those assimilator. And two Zerglings. I'd like to see that be 4 Zerglings to take these out as quickly as possible being made, whilst DragonToss puts down his Nexus and goes for 2 base. Here comes the second pair of Zerglings to deal with those assimilators. He is splitting his Zerglings, one to scout the front of the base, which might be fully blocked off by these pylons. No, it's gonna be a gateway, and once again, an interesting wall structure by our Protoss player. We are getting quite used to this from DragonToss. And a sentry to plug the hole. The simulators are going down, and a third base being made for MidnaKong. Otherwise, so far, rather uneventful. More gateways, more bases, and a Roachhorn versus Robotics facility coming down right as I said that has been uneventful so far. Spinecrawler for additional defense just in case, and as I said, these assimilators are going down before the Zerg has really any need for that massive amount of gas. Zerging speed finally completed. The one issue is that MidnaKong has no scouting. He has seen the front of the base, but other than that, does not know about even the natural. Roach is coming out. Might this be a strong Roach push? Going up against this wall that may be difficult, but with a couple of Ravagers. The Sentry Force Field will not do much. The pylons might get sniped before Photon Overcharge takes any decent hits. Forge and another gateway going down for DragonToss, and upgrades seem to be the name of his game. Lair coming out. Lair probably for Roach speed. No Evo chambers for the Zerg player himself, but of course a Spore Crawler in every base just in case. No scouting means the potential of still there being DTs, but also a Stargate and an Oracle, which can absolutely ravage mineral lines. This observer is just out of range of the Spore Crawler, so won't get spotted by the Queen. And a robotics base, so it seems once again disruptors are gonna be made en masse. Robotics bay and double robo. It's gonna be a lot of disruptors, but the thing with disruptors is, if they're all on cooldown, they will not do anything. First off, an Immortal is being made. Double Immortal, actually. So I'm wondering what, in the end, the robotics facility is going to be made for. Or robotics bay. Why are they so confusing? Why is this the facility and this the bay? It makes no sense. But against the double robo, a Spire play coming out. Spotted the double robo, saw them in production. Spire play immediately being plopped down, and no scouting observer anywhere inside. He does keep track of the army, so the Mutas, for it to be a surprise, need to be kept away from this position. 1-1 melee attacks actually on the way, so roaches are not going to be the primary fire of this. Possibly MidnaKong also assumes the disruptors being on the way, and against Lings, disruptors are not quite what you want to attack those. Lings will get right on top of your army, and the friendly fire damage of disruptors can devastate your own army as much as your opponent's. An Overseer coming out, and this observer is in a bad position. The Queen immediately targets it. The whole position will be its detriment, and it gets taken down. And Thermal Lance, as Journey amazingly points out, being on the way. So it's going to be Colossi. Colossi with a lot of gateway units. Cybernetic Sword for the additional upgrades to the Protoss army. The Protoss army is right now on +1 attack against what is almost 1-1 melee attacks. The first Mutalisks are on the way. No gas is taken at the third though, so the gas output is limited. Now, +1 flyer attacks. 10 more Mutalisks on the way. It's going to be a total of 30 Mutalisks, which can do devastating damage to mineral lines. This mineral line right here does not have a cannon in it. So unless a mothership core is present, these probes can take devastating damage. This one, slightly better protected with that cannon. Thermal Lance is finished, and Colossi, the first two Colossi, are on their way out. +2 ground weapons, but this does not seem to be too big a ground battle. The observer now spots the Mutalisks, and Stalkers immediately. 6 additional Stalkers are being produced, and this prompts an attack. The Mutalisks are going for the counter attack. A lot of Zerglings are gonna have to be made to deal with this Protoss army. The Adepts, there are 4 Adepts, can take on a lot of Zerglings if they stay alive, and force fields have to be amazing. But right now, this small army for the Zerg player cannot deal with this straight up. More Zerglings need to be in production. 20 additional Zerglings are here. 17 probes lost due to these Mutalisks. And that is one mineral line completely wiped. This prompts the attack for the Zerg, for the Protoss player. The Colossi are wandering around on the map. Will this be spotted by the Mutalisks? The Mutalisks run past it, but it does not seem like MidnaKong was paying enough attention. That would have been an insane pickoff. Now there's 2 Colossus with this army, and against Lings, those will do devastating damage. The Mutalisks will have to pick those off as soon as possible. 2-2 on the way. Another 20 Zerglings. I'd like to see him wait just a little bit for those to finish before going in. And now he goes in. The Colossus go into the Banelings and instantly get wiped. The Mutalisks are taking heavy fire from the Stalkers though. Force Field's just now going down, but it's just too much Zerg. Protoss army gets wiped and GG gets called. MidnaKong wins his first game against DragonToss.